Good morning. Today is April 13th, Sunday, right past Shabbat. It was a little challenging time with all tensions in the area, but Midat Hashem, please God, it will pass and peace will prevail ultimately in the whole world. We're now chapter 39 of Tanya. Here's our Tanya book, 53 chapters. We're on chapter 39. Today's lesson, I think 63, something like that. Look at it. By the way, for those who want to join us on Zoom every Tuesday at 8 o'clock Israeli time, 1 o'clock US time, this is the Zoom coordinates. Let me just put it over here for you. 325-804-5811, password 285775. Every Tuesday, 1 o'clock US time, 8 o'clock Israeli time. We're in chapter 39, which is the power of Kavanah, the second set, and the section is called Why the Angels' Worship is Lacking. So as a reminder, Kabbalah and Tanya considers the spiritual elevation from this world to the infinite world of God, Ein Sof, infinite light, in basically 4 steps. The lowest one is Asiya, then Yetzirah, then Beriah, and then Absolute. Or if you're coming down from Ein Sof, first goes the, if you think about the names of this world, well, where's my chart? Oh, here's a chart. Okay. So then first there is a emanation of the knowledge of God, then creation. Emanation is a word Atzilut, creation on Beriah, formation, Yetzirah, and then action, Asiya. Basically, most of us, including even tzaddikim, can only elevate their thoughts through the mitzvot, through the prayers, through the Torah studies, to the world of Yetzirah. But to go higher, to work Beriah, where you have to be very, very highly elevated and concentrated, only tzaddikim can be. And angels also pray to God. They also do that, but they don't have freedom of choice. So interestingly, Tanya is considering the level of angels the same as the level of animals. And why? Like in the Torah, animals called chayot, holy chayot in our prayers, holy beasts. The similarity between the angels and the beast, you would think it doesn't make any sense, but the beasts and humans, everything that walks around has innate fear, respect, love, whatever you call of God. But to animals, it's intuitive. To many people, it's intuitive. We just feel we do what we have to do. Animals too, they have a fear of God. It's expressed in a different way, very different way from people. They don't have freedom of choice, pretty much. But animals have respect, love. Maybe love of God is not the right word, but for them, connection. They're connected to God. They're living it. They're expressing the will of God one way or another. Angels, opposite. Angels don't have the physical expression. Angels are not physical. They are spiritual beings, so to speak. But they also express the will of God intuitively, with no freedom of choice. They don't decide what to say, what to do. They just say it because that's their mission, that's their assignment. And because of that, their elevation is mechanical, just like beasts are mechanical, from different perspectives, and yet on the same level, and they can only get to the world of Yetzirah, which is from Asiya, next one up, Yetzirah. Shefa Yetzirah is commonly known. Abraham Avinu, Abraham, our forefather, wrote the book on Yetzirah, on that world. But tzaddikim can go higher. Tzaddikim and even people who have this ability to go to the world of Beriah, because, and this is what the Tanya says here, and it is why the tzaddikim are considered to be higher than angels. It also in Talmud, Sanhedrin, page 93a, even though their awareness of God is much lower than that of angels, because the tzaddikim achieve, what tzaddikim achieve is earned and not instinctual. So that's the word of Berea. And Tanya uses the word like department of angels is essentially Yetzirah, and department of Tzadikim is Hayawan, Berea. Later on, in also chapter 39, Tanya will begin to develop it to say that even to the highest world of Tzilut, Tzadikim can reach. But in that world, only one of the three sets of souls can reach. And the souls, we consider souls consist of three components: Nefesh, Ruach, and Neshama. And the Nefesh resides in the Asiya of this world. And Ruach and Yetzirah, that's the word of the first step up from the Asiya. And then Neshama, the highest level, in the word of Berea. So even for Tzadikim, not entire soul can reach this level, but only a special portion. It's a slice of the soul. So not complete soul, all unity. Now that's not the soul inside the soul. That's not a divine soul surrounded by animal soul. That divine soul itself has three levels to that, three subsets to that: Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama. You know the song. Many songs about this song and on Shabbat when we sit around the Shabbat table. So only Neshama reaches that level. And then Tanya will now continue that level. Tzadikim will also, even non-tzadikim, Benoni, can reach on Shabbos, on Shabbat, because on Shabbos, not because our ability increases, but God brings the whole levels one notch down. He kind of brings it closer to us. And therefore, when normally you can achieve with your prayers level of Berea, you can temporarily get even toward Utzilut, or from Yetzirah to Berea. Anyway, that might be a little bit confusing, but we talked in the previous recordings about the components of that. Components of soul's interaction, components of body, soul, God interactions. Now, chapter 39, we start talking about how do you elevate your soul? How do mitzvot elevate the soul? Tanya goes to very interesting dynamics of specifics of these mechanics, anatomy of the soul, anatomy of the service, anatomy of the prayer, of the Torah study, of mitzvot, good deeds, actions. And it talks about how does the kavanah, the spiritual closeness, helps you elevate your soul to service of Hashem. Help God, help yourself, help humanity, help other people. How does mitzvah help it? How does Torah study helps it? Exactly. Which one makes it stronger, and which one is a combination of factors. You have to elevate your soul, and then what elevates it, and the strength and intensity of these elevations, and how high it gets elevated. All that we're going to start doing in chapter 39. And then moving on also to chapter 40. So we'll talk about tomorrow, and hopefully, Mitzrat Hashem, please God, send us a peace, final recognition, and despite the problems we have now, Iran, Israel, Iran, it's in the news, but we hope, my prediction is, within a year or less, peace will come, even between Israel. There will be flights, Tel Aviv to Iran, Tel Aviv, diplomatic relations will be restored. Humanity eventually has to get it, and get it not just through the war, not through fighting each other, but finally sitting down and saying, listen, let's get along. Let's not think that my religion is superior or your religion is superior or inferior, and that you don't know how to properly service God, and we do. And people have to knock it off. They have to stop showing superiority and have to extend their hands and hearts and minds toward each other in love, appreciation. We all come from Adam Rishon. We all come from the same soul of Adam. Jewish souls are known to be coming from 600,000 souls. Zohar said 600,000 souls split into each one to another 600,000. All these souls spread, they reincarnate, the whole dynamics of that. But non-Jewish souls also have a very good past. They have the different past, their own past. No better, no worse, but just different. But ultimately, all souls have a charter to become united, to become good to each other. And that is the current situation is telling us. Listen, God is shaking up the world, shaking up the Middle East, to waken up people and to start behaving as humans to each other instead of and replace the anger with love, appreciation. And that love and appreciation comes with a blessing that only comes from Hashem. No matter how many arms, no matter how many soldiers, no matter how many rockets, tanks, airplanes will send back and forth on each other, that is not going to help bring the final redemption. Final redemption will come from love, respect, appreciations of our differences, appreciation of our differences and contributions to the goodness of the world, to the goodness of God. And with that, this is our Sunday lesson, and I'll see you tomorrow on Monday. Mizrach Hashem, same time, about 5:45 in the morning. Talk soon. Have a great day, great week. Shavua Tov.